welcome back to my channel. So there is so much drama going on right now between Blueface, his baby mama Jaidyn, and his other baby mama Chrisean. And it all started when earlier this week someone saw Blueface at the Baltimore airport, and everybody assumed that he was going to see his son and Chrisean. So after he did that and traveled there, he's been quiet on social media for the most part. But then yesterday on Chrisean's son's Instagram, and yes, he has an Instagram with almost 1 million followers, she posted a picture of Blueface and his son in bed, and she commented under "my babies." And so Blueface commented and he said, "Oh, she had the phone, I was just holding my son." Then yesterday, this video was posted on Instagram, and it's Blueface with a bunch of his friends and Chrisean's in the back holding their baby, and they're just all standing and hanging out outside of a gas station. And this made a lot of followers upset. One person said, "Why is that baby at the gas station and not in the car seat in the car, if anything? Like, WTF?" Someone else said, "All of a sudden it's okay for her to take the baby out because he's around and in control. Such a hypocrite." And so Jaidyn took to Twitter and she said, "Who's watching the baby?" Which, that is what Blueface was saying over and over again when Chrisean was constantly going out after giving birth. So then Blueface posted a video of him and Chrisean in the studio last night, and she's signing a piece of paper that says MILF Music, and it shows her signing to it. Like, this doesn't really look like a legit paper, but if it is, then that is crazy. And so then Jaidyn, after finding that out, she said, "I'm sorry to all the fans. I'm not with MILF Music no more. I do not condone bullying, and anything on his page is no longer my consent." So Blueface ended up responding on Twitter. Most of these tweets have been deleted since, but I got all the receipts and the deleted tweets. So he ended up responding and he said, "I don't know how to be a deadbeat. I'm sorry. I can't live up to your guys' bad dad expectations." He said, "I signed both my baby mamas. I guess I'm the problem. I try to help people and they always turn on me." And he said, "I just want my kids to be good. These B words is grown already." Then Blueface tweeted, "I took care of her because she was there when I was nobody. But imagine you trying to be someone and your B keep telling you that you won't make it. You build resentment/motivation, and when you get on these random females who believe in you and support you more than somebody you knew your whole life." Then Jaidyn responded, "I was never your girl, so my dude would never." And then she said, "I try to forgive, but I never forgot. He never did right by me, and I'm overdue for happiness and love. I gave you every piece I ever had, and you could have had my last bite. It's okay, I get it. You can't man up. I understand. I wish nothing but the best, and please let me go." So then after Jaidyn posted this, she took to her Instagram and she posted these receipts to somebody in her inbox saying that they just saw her post and they said, "Don't worry, baby, you got me." The big thing that Blueface is always trying to put Jaidyn on a pedestal for is the fact that she hasn't slept with any other dudes to his knowledge. And he's like, "Oh, she's only got one body. She ain't got nothing on any of these other females." But then he goes back to all these other ex-girlfriends that he talks so bad about. You could tell, even before he flew out to see Chrisean this time, that he still has a thing for Chrisean because he's way too invested and trying to get under her skin all the time and trolling her on Twitter. So then Blueface said, "You just effed your whole image," shaking my head. "I guess you guys were right. She is not a 1D dude. She's probably been going like the rest of them." And he said, "You went from the good girl to a regular girl that fast." Shaking my head, "Sorry I couldn't say F my son for you, and I can't believe you would expect that of me knowing the role I play in my kid's life. If any female makes me choose between them and my kids, they might as well unalive themselves." And then he said, "When I first started rapping, Jaidyn didn't even support me or my music. That's why I really never took her serious when I got on. One day I was on my way to the studio and she told me I would never be Nipsey or P. Diddy, and it was motivating to prove her wrong, and that's the reason I ain't marry her." When just last week he was just talking about how Jaidyn is the best thing since sliced bread, and he was just doing everything he could to upset Chrisean, and now the tables have turned. So Blueface said, "Listen to my bars when I first started rapping. It was all about Jaidyn for real. I had to wake that girl up because she was asleep on me. It's a bittersweet feeling that she motivated me because I just want to prove her wrong, so do your homework." Then he said, "I hate when a girl asks where you going on the deadlocks. She definitely inspired a lot of me to go harder, but I feel a way that she didn't believe in me. That's why we had two-way relationships, and I indulge with fans that make me feel like they believe in me, just venting. But I've always cheated, and I'm fully aware and accountable for the role I played in these females' life. I'm definitely a part of the problem, but damn, I just be trying to put them on for real. Jaidyn could wake up tomorrow and tell me she want to be anything. I'm going to support and invest in it before I tell her she won't make it. I literally built a studio for her to do it at her convenience, but I guess I'm a cheater, so that exempts the good guy in me." He said, "I'll go back and forth with my girl on social media before I go back and forth with a dude. I'm really a player. I'm into it with a girl before a dude. I always care about these females. I don't care about no dudes. If y'all backwards, y'all want to see me into it with a dude instead." And he said any dudes tweeting about a dude or passionate about a dude more than his girl online is LGBTQ community. Imagine me putting this much effort into a man. So, I don't know. I just think this is sad. I feel like Jaidyn must have watched way too much Love and Hip Hop, and she's let Blueface convince her that this is normal to deal with cheating in your relationship. But this is not normal at all. And the person I feel the most for in this situation is the kids, because Blueface was just posting his son just a few weeks ago because his son is so excited to have Blueface back, living with him and Jaidyn, being one big happy family. And he decided to leave one day because he said he had to go help his cousin with the groceries. And his son was literally bawling and crying. He was so upset. He didn't want his daddy to leave just for a few hours, even though Blue said he'd be right back. And I know it had to be hard on his son when he left to go see Chrisean in Baltimore. But now we don't know where things stand with Jaidyn. And if Jaidyn's getting kicked out again and Chrisean's getting moved back in, we don't know yet. That's just going to be even harder on the son, because the son's going to have to figure out why he's not allowed to live with his daddy anymore. And it just, it's too much for a 6-year-old to understand. I really feel bad, because I feel like this son feels like it's his fault or there's something wrong with him. And he even was crying to his dad. He's like, "Dad, don't leave me here because when you leave, Mommy's mean to me." And it was just super heartbreaking to see. I just feel like Blue cannot get over Chrisean. And like I said, you can tell he's still invested, because why would he care so much to still try to push her buttons as much as possible after she gave birth to their son? And he said he was never going to forgive her after she called their son Chrisean Jr. It's just hard because he has a son with Chrisean, so he has to see his son. But at the same time, I don't think they're over each other, so it makes it hard for him to go around Chrisean without being unfaithful to Jaidyn. And it just seems like he wants to have his cake and eat it too. And as long as these females keep letting it happen, he's going to keep doing it. At this point, they just need to be poly and have like a little sister wives situation if they're going to keep going like this. But that's it for this video, guys. Also, TMZ reported about a week ago that CPS is currently doing an investigation into Blueface and Jaidyn, because when Blueface, like, it was probably a couple months ago, he posted on his stories a video of his son literally scavenging through the pantry looking for snacks, and Blueface is asking his 6-year-old son if he's gay because he's too busy worried about snacks and chips while there's strippers out in the living room twerking. They weren't fully naked, but they were pretty close to it. And Blueface was trying to show his son these strippers, and his son was literally feet away from these strippers while they were doing this music video, and they had their baby in the same room, and there's other young children in the house too. They were literally one room away while this was all going down. So people sent that to CPS, and they started doing an investigation, and they said that they have gone to Blueface's house several times and tried to make contact with him, but every single time nobody answers the door, and they say he hasn't been answering the phone either. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this whole mess in the comments below. I feel like Blueface is just going to end up going right back to Jaidyn. He'll be dragging Chrisean again next week. Once he gets bored with Chrisean, he'll go back to Jaidyn. Once he gets bored with Jaidyn or Jaidyn starts getting on him too much, then he's going to go running back to Chrisean. It seems like a never-ending cycle, and now there's children dragged into this mess. Check out my lashes and lash products at AccordingtoAmber.com. My lashes are made with the highest quality synthetic fibers. They're super lightweight and comfortable on the eyes, and they can be reused up to 20 times with proper care. And right now you can get my lashes buy two, get one free on all my lashes, but this does not count my lash bundles. And all you have to do is use the code HalloweenLash, all one word, and go to AccordingtoAmber.com. This is a super great deal, so check that out if you're interested. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.